Hi, Daniel from DSO Arms here. We recently did a torture test on the FAL where I encrusted it in a block of ice and fired it, and ever since we did that, I've been inundated with people wanting me to beat up our guns more. So I figured today would be a good time to test the mud. There's a pond here in our training facility. I'm going to throw it in, leave it overnight, pull it out, muddy it up, and let's see how it'll run. Just being wet and muddy, and don't know what it's going to do. Normally they function very well when it comes to sand and dust, but let's try mud, sludge and grime. So I'm going to throw it in the water, we'll leave it here and see what happens. Let's go fishing. Okay, there we go. Oh, a little deeper. Okay, I'm coming to retrieve our rifle. It's been lying here. Let's pull it out. Oh, nice and green. Not so bad. Oh, nice and wet and green. Well, she's really muddied up. I know no one would really treat their rifles like this, but I got to put this down to testing. So, been in the pond for 24 hours. I dragged it through the mud, and I know you won't be happy unless I destroy it some more. So, let's tow it back to the range and see if it'll function. That was a bit of a rough ride. It looks like everything's still together. Oh, charging hand, the carry handle's worn down a bit, but other than that, it's probably going to need a paint job. Let's take it to the range and see if it's going to fire with all this mud. Oh. Okay, wow, not perfect, but surprisingly it did run. Needed a nudge or two. All right, seeing I got so dirty, we may as well just go the whole hog. I'm gonna see if the truck's gonna drive over it. I don't know if the plastics will survive. I'm pretty confident the metal will. And I want to see if it's going to work after that. We'll just keep going until it doesn't work anymore. So let's have a look and see. All right, let's see. Anything broken? I think it's going to work just fine. I don't see any broken plastic. Let's just see how it works. All right, it's quite a walk up. It looks higher than it looks from down there. So here goes. Oh. All right, I'm gonna try drop it muzzle first this time to see if we can get the blank round to detonate. Try and replicate the original. Landing flat, it seems to be standing up quite well. So here goes. Oh, okay, landed muzzle first, but no detonation. All right, looks like it landed muzzle first. Nothing's bent, nothing broken. I guess plastic is pretty strong on these rifles. Just to note, this is a DSA made gun, and it is our alloy lower receiver. Not the receiver, the lower. So it seems to be handling anything a steel gun would. So check the bore for obstruction, and we'll go over to the water test, see if it functions with water in it. Okay, been letting this soak for a while. It should have loosened up the mud. and let's see how it's going to function on a water test. No bore obstruction. I've managed to save the best for last. I took the gun back that we'd frozen and dragged behind the truck and abused in all sorts of ways to test the rifle. And they said to me, well, you're not done yet. I said, well, they're like, go do something to it. So I figured, let's heat things up a bit. It's getting a little cold. See if it can take a bit of a blast. So I've rigged a little bit of stuff there, and we'll see if I can pop the gun in there and see if it will still fire. It's not loaded, but there's magazine on board with live rounds. So I want to see if it actually will fire after being blown up. So let's see what happens. Let's see. Cool. Well, I think we succeeded this time. I went a little higher than I thought. Oh yeah, stock's smashed, pistol grip's blown. Yeah, mag took the claw plate's gone, spring's gone. All right, it's definitely not serviceable. Oh yeah, rounds are loose in the mag. That's no good. Well, it's straight, stock is twisted. Everything else is there, pistol grip's still in place. Bolt popped open, fell out. I think that might have been from the explosion. Still all there. Let's see if it'll drop in. Yeah, you know what? This might work. Let's try it quickly. That's so surprising. All right, yeah, guys, let's see if I can get it to fire. Well, she's not dead yet. That's quite remarkable. The gun is functioning. All the metal is in good shape. There's nothing damaged. It's only plastic all around the magazine. So if this had been blown up, you could get it back in service in the field. It'd have to go in and have the stock and the plastics replaced, but it looks like this gun is still working, which is quite remarkable. That's about as an extreme test as you can ever give something.